Before we actually start, I would just like to say thank you guys for supporting me through this. I truly appreciated it. Just thank you so much. So yeah, let's begin with the video now. Hello again and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you the second origin in this package. And I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up that there's only one origin in this package that will spawn in the nether, and then the rest of the demons that do spawn in the nether will be in the package part 2. So yeah, let's get on with this one. Now, let's talk about your core ability, the permanent shroud. You are permanently invisible unless there's an entity near you, or you suffer from a glowing effect. There's different indication whether or not you're actually detected or you're in your shroud form. You can see it there. Right now, I have glowing, and if the glowing went away, I have shrouded. If I am near an entity, it's gonna say detected. And one more thing, entities that suffer blindness, let me just not include myself here, will not affect your permanent shroud. It means you can still become invisible when near them. My bad. There we go. So yeah. And one more thing. The rain will cause you to leave a trail of particles from where you are. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about your other pro, the Spectral Touch. Pressing your secondary key causes your next 4 attacks with a cooldown of 1 to deal he fell to deal a slowness and weakness debuff. Now the slowness and weakness debuff increase in level per hit, and it caps at 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. That's the 4th one. And yeah, if the entity has slowness or weakness above the level 4 cap, it will not give them the debuff, and it will not reduce your next attack per hit. So yeah. Now let's talk about your primary key. This might be an extremely powerful ability when abused very well, and it's called Trail of Darkness. Pressing your primary key causes you to turn into this shadow trail, and sprinting allows you to fly in the area you are going to. And right-clicking will instantly cancel the ability. Now, what makes this powerful is the fact that you are immune to all sorts of damage during that duration of the ability. So let's activate this and try to take fall damage. Nothing happens. And if you hit an entity with this ability, it gives them weakness 10, blindness, and slowness 10 altogether. So yeah, this is what it looks like on the enemy's perspective. Now let's talk about your final positive. When your permanent shroud gets disabled, you have that 3 seconds window where you deal more damage. This ability also applies when you exit from your trail of darkness or trail of shadow. There we go. So yeah. Now for your next 2 con, you only have 7 hearts as opposed to a human having 10, and you can only eat meat as being a carnivore. So yeah, no golden carrots and apples. Now your neutral ability is, as an undead entity, well, you are considered as undead. So if a demon hunter kills you within the range of their campfire, it will trigger their quest event. And as being an undead, healing potion deals damage to you, and harming heals you instead. And you're also immune to poison. Let's give myself a poison here. So yeah. Now for your final neutral ability is that, due to the story of this package and every origin that actually involved in this package, both part 1 and part 2, you actually spawn in a jungle temple or somewhere relatively close to a jungle temple. Now, the two ability that I'm about to show you is shared amongst all demon type origin that's included in this package in part 1 and part 2. So let's start with this one. Being in a jungle, and the mobs that are naturally only generated in the jungle, like parrots and ocelots, let's summon a parrot here, will give you a glowing effect when you are nearby. Now, the way this works is that you as a player has a tag called demon. So, for example, if I add a tag on this thing, hold on, on the villager right here, they will suffer the glowing effect. Oh yeah, let me just remove that one. And there we go. Now this also applies to ocelots, so let me just get somewhere far from here. And this also gets applied to cats. So yeah, and also one more thing. Let me summon an iron golem are hostile towards you once they see you. Let me just change to game survival here. So yeah. And the final bit about this ability is that waters from the jungle biome will harm you. So yeah. Now the final ability that is shared amongst demons that I'm going to show you is Hellbound. As a demon, this is what makes this origin and the demon origin in this package extremely hard to deal with. If you die both in the overworld and in the end, you actually get teleported to the nether. So let me just get out of here. And in the nether, this is the only place where you can actually die. So let me just, oops. And one more thing. Remember the previous ability that I showed you where the waters of the jungle harms you? If you die from this state, if you die due to the water of the jungle, it will actually bypass you teleporting to the nether. So you will just straight up die. So yeah, that is all for the current origin, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on the enemy points of view when they actually try to kill you anywhere but the nether. And yeah, and if you enjoyed this one, I hope you leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, thank you so much.